so here's some basic ways of how to make a bubble or a block letter. So first, if you want to have a block letter, just like a block is like a square and a bubble is like a circle, your letters would have sharp angles or your letters would have round angles on them. I'll go ahead and make this an actual block. And then spheres, put shadow there. Alright, so a good trick is if you start with just writing the letter normally, and I always like to write pretty lightly first, and then you can create a block that goes around the letter like so. And then you can go in and erase the original line that you drew. And then I like to re-outline a little bit darker, and you'll be left with your block letter. Now if you wanted this to be a bubble letter instead, write a little lighter this time, I'm going to have some rounder edges. I'm going to curve it and following the direction of the line, curve it down and up, around, up, and down. And then again, you're going to use your eraser to erase those lines on the inside. And then you should be left with your bubble letter. So just remember, bubbles have round edges, whereas your block letters are going to have sharp edges. Alright, some more difficult ones, if you have a hole in the middle, for example the letter A has this part in the middle. And I see that kids do this a lot. They always want to kind of like go like this, they kind of create the block like that. So think of it like you're turning the letter, which is a line, into a shape, which you notice there's no lines inside of our shape. It starts at one point, the shape goes around and ends at that same point. So same with your bubble and block letters. You want to have all of this open on the inside of your letter. So you shouldn't have any lines kind of in the middle of your design. So if you were to just write the letter A and kind of do like a little outline around it, and then erase the inside, just don't forget you're going to have to redraw that triangle shape on the inside of your A as well. So you see how it's completely open. I always say it's kind of like a rat maze, where if the rat was in the maze, the rat could get anywhere inside the maze if I was looking down at this maze. So that's just kind of a simple way of making some bubble block letters. A lot of kids like to ask me how would I do 3D letters. So 3D letters, I have the letter E. Just like my cube here, you see these are parallel lines going off into space. If they were to go off into the distance, they would never intersect, and they're all going in the same direction. So same with my letter E, I'm going to create these shapes, or these lines rather, going off at a diagonal angle, and I'm going to do one on every corner. I'm not going to do it inside this corner because that's inside of my E, but this is outside the E, outside the E. Notice they're all going in the same direction. Don't need one here, 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 and here. Don't do one here because that's inside the E. I do need one here. Okay. And then this line is vertical up and down. So then to end this one, a lot of kids will kind of go like that. And you can tell it already looks a little wonky. So just think like walls. This is straight up and down. This line is also straight up and down. You can always go in and erase that. This line is horizontal. This line is horizontal. Diagonal. This line is vertical. This line is vertical. Vertical, vertical, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, 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 horizontal, horizontal. And there you have your 3D. I'm going to use some shading to make it look extra 3D. There's just a couple of techniques for you to try to experiment and explore how to do bubble and block letters. And as always, have fun